Another thing you can do in lines is arrows pointing to what you need them to, as well as a polyline. You can do curvy lines by clicking and continuing. And you can just scribble. Oh no, I messed it up. So all my scribbles are all over the place. Another thing you can do is say you're working with a group. You can press this add comment button and you can be like, Sally, this needs a little more color. And then when Sally logs in, she'll be able to see this and say, okay. And then it will come up with her name and she can say, okay. And once it has been corrected and they add more color or whatever you guys want to do for your project together, say, okay, this looks good. I'm going to mark it as resolved. And that gets rid of the comment because we've all addressed it already. Now, another thing you can do aside from background is your slide layout is also over here. So say you already put a slide in, but you don't like the layout. You can change the layout of your slide by going to Layout drop-down menu. And we've already talked about theme, and you can change the theme very easily over here. And transition. So transitions are for when you're presenting. So when I hit present and I go to the next slide, from this slide, it does a fade transition, just like I put in. And maybe I want it to happen to all slides. So I start here and I present and I'm moving along and then I fade into the next one when I am presenting based on my motion. So that's the main toolbar of slides. Here is some secondary things. You can change the layout of how you see things. You can see all of your slides in one area. And it says creating images because it's loading. However, I prefer working in this because it makes my life easier. Some other things that you may need to know are File, New, Presentation. So you can make new slides from here. You can also import slides from other slide shows. So when it loads, I can show you. So say I wanted to import some slides from this. Let's just say I did. I want to import this slide and I want to put it in here. Now it pops up in here. So that is pretty much all that you need to know to get started.